All right, what's up, everybody? You're back with Letters to My Ex. I'm Esmarie, and today the drink that we're gonna make, which normally is a shot, is called Blue Balls. Listen, I saw it. I thought it would be fun to do. Don't fucking judge me, okay? So all you need is a little bit of coconut rum, which I use Malibu, a little bit of sweet and sour, some blue curacao, and some peach schnapps. You're gonna do a half ounce of each. All right, we're gonna shake that. Because it's a martini glass, we're going to strain it instead of pouring everything into a cup. All right, let's set that there. Let me just taste this really quick before we walk over. Cheers. Oh, that's damn good. Okay. All right, so this one looks like it's going to be a little bit longer. I'm here for it. Let's go. I'm done coming in peace with you. I'm done trying to create it and only caring about it. I'm done allowing you to say and do whatever and just letting it happen. I can't say this person's name, but the person she's addressing this letter to, she's referring to someone else that is involved with them. I'll just give her a name, Linda, okay? So let's start over. I'm done coming in peace with you. I'm done trying to create it and only caring about it. I'm done allowing you to say and do whatever and just letting it happen. Linda is a grown-ass woman. Y'all have your own individual beef, and that has nothing to do with me. But somehow I'm responsible and prosecuted for her sending you a message. That's between the two of you. But that message aside, and you're deciding to take it out on me, is the cherry on top with my direct issues with you. You deserve zero access to me. You belong nowhere close to my circle, and I'm done tolerating your inappropriate behavior. Your inability to move in love and control your emotions. All you do is project, and you're so miserable with yourself that you brought me down with you. Your mental health is your responsibility, and your choice was to not allow me to support you, knowing that I'm more than capable and willing. That's on you. For 2 hours, I let you lean into me for the last time. I let you put me down, yell, and lash out at me, and which no good, godly man ever would. You felt good that you got it off your chest, huh? Now I understand why you had trouble sleeping at night. Your conscience keeps you up. When you're alone with your thoughts, I know the guilt of how you mistreat others eats at you. I hope that our conversation replays in your mind and how you repeatedly told me I'd never change and how horrible I am. I have news for you. If that's how you feel, then why would you want to be my friend? That's how I know that you're full of shit and just trying to put me down to make yourself feel better. You should be ashamed of yourself. You've not only treated me far less than I ever deserved, but you've dishonored my father in the worst way. You told my mom and sister you'd take care of me. Great job. Even with all that said, I know with you revealing your true colors that you're fake. Absolutely a facade walking on this earth. Meeting you, I told you I battled cancer alone. Oof. That's pretty serious. Ironically, I remember you saying how you'd never leave my side. Interesting. But now I know everything you've ever said was just because it sounded good or was a way to create false sense of security to eventually submit to you. I have no false narrative here. I will get out of recession and I will overcome this. Not you or anyone else that has decided to evacuate will be allowed near my life and celebration. You'll truly earn your spot on the outside. You're a stranger to me. I'll never associate with you or even entertain the thought that I just wasted 2 months on someone so lame. You're a coward. How you treat women is disgusting. Thank God I was only subjected to your hurtful bullshit for 2 months, not a second longer. Here's the actual bigger picture. My friends I've known for years, even months longer than you, I am authentically myself with. I'm truly vulnerable, honest, and transparent with them. They know my most embarrassing moments, my episodes, and every mistake. They would never, in a second, describe me the way that you did. They would never speak such negativity and death over my life and personality as you have. They know me better than anyone, and there's a reason why they love me so much. Because I'm nothing close to how you tried to paint me. Each of them are proof I am capable of harvesting and investing in a healthy, loving relationship. That I can meet resistance and communicate effectively with love and grow together. That I can have relationships with no toxicity and cultivate only unconditional love and harmony. Do you have relationships like that outside of your blood that you can really depend on and say that they really know you? I was your opportunity at this loving, accepting experience, but hurt people. But I refuse to be anything like you. I've blessed and blocked you. You're no longer a factor in my life, but only a small hiccup along the way. My life was so wonderful before you, and I can already feel it improving now that you've been removed. Okay. You're a leech, only here to suck up all my light and pure energy. Your delusional description of me, in which you'll tell yourself to mask the guilt, doesn't define me in the slightest. I am brilliant, resilient, loving, compassionate, fun, funny, and most importantly, kind. I was so kind to you in circumstances you were the least deserving. Good luck in a world like this experiencing that again. Something I kept quiet about, but there's no point now. Doing testosterone is going to hurt you more than ever help you. Tren made you horrible, and it will again. Ooh, I've heard so many bad things about Tren. But anyways, that's besides the point. This will always hurt those closest to you. I'm honestly relieved I don't have to look to experience anything like that with someone I love again. I pray that God convicts you and wakes you up to what's really precious and important in life. Do you realize that I was pursuing you to marry? I was accepting your low inability to make me a mother, knowing I want to experience motherhood desperately. Many things I kept quiet about, knowing I'd loved you and was willing to stick by you. But in reality, you never loved me. I'm not even sure you're capable of real love with knowing you don't even love yourself. I've been through enough. This time I take responsibility for not removing myself sooner, for sticking around and putting up with the toxicity. I admit, I'm very familiar with someone treating me like this and sadly felt like home. Moving forward, I rebuke familiar behaviors in the name of Jesus. I won't ignore my closest friends' advice to see the red flags. You accuse me of talking trash, but in fact, I've done nothing but defend you to everyone who could see you for who you really were while I was blind. I've in fact never said anything more than I believe you're unwell, but I love you. I have no reason to talk poorly of you, nor does it do me any good. I bless and release you along with the situation. But lastly, stop being self-destructive. Learn to recognize you need help and receive it. Learn to be open and vulnerable with those capable and willing to support you. The only person you're a burden to is yourself. May you learn to be a man of God. You must first walk like one. I'll leave you with this. I know for certain that what God has for me shall never pass me. That God's plans and purpose for my life are not filled with anxiety and chaos. But I know that my husband doesn't move in ways in which you have or speaks over me the way you have. If you're not my husband, you are hindering me from him. Fully aware of the attack of spiritual warfare, but decided to allow the enemy to move. Here we spoke of having a Christ-centered relationship, but we failed to protect it from the enemy and using us and creating division. The difference between you and I are not that I'm any better than you. It's that I'm not here to say you'll never change, but instead I pray that you do. I pray always that you reach your purpose God has for you, and I know now I was never meant to be here for a long time, but just enough for God to get your attention. That was a lot. Let me drink to that. I really want to point out and kind of like bring to the forefront, I love how in this letter, it's more so you already know your worth. You already know that that's not what you should accept. You already know that this is not appropriate for a loving, healthy relationship. And this is kind of just you getting off your chest, like some things you needed to vent about and kind of just like telling this person a little bit about themselves. Because getting to know this person, it probably seems like they don't really have a lot of people in their life that are like keeping it real with them and letting them know, hey, you have some fucked up tendencies and some of your traits are very unhealthy and toxic. And if you continue this, you're going to push away good people. You are never going to end up with a good person. It sounds like this person is very toxic, even to the sense of like, it's not even just your guys' issues. Like there was a third party involved that they were even using in a toxic way towards you. So yeah, I'm happy that you were able to recognize your worth and know that this is something that you don't need to tolerate anymore. And then going off of the whole testosterone and Tren, I had mentioned earlier in the video, God, horrible experiences with that. People don't know just how much that can affect someone's personality, their mood swings, how they treat the people around them. So I will not date somebody that's on anything like that. It looks like you learned, unfortunately, the hard way, though. we shouldn't deal with people like that. Mainly, I'm just super happy that you were able to recognize, you know what? I've had enough. You've put me through enough. And I noticed you said 2 months. That is insane that they put you through so much within 2 months. That should be a lesson to everyone that's viewing. She got over this in 2 months. She noticed, and the only reason I say she is because I do see names in here, but I can't give that information. But she recognized these red flags in 2 months. She realized she needed to get out in 2 months, and she recognized her worth and knew that this isn't what she should do. So do not let this linger. Stop making excuses for someone who's toxic in your life. Stop allowing them to continue this behavior because you see this potential. A lot of us fall in love with potential, not reality. Notice the reality, make the change, because there's 8 billion people in this world. Stop stressing over one person. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Come back for more letters to my ex, and cheers.